At the funeral of a 4-year-old Jamaican girl, something strange happened. The hearse refused to open. The child lived in Norwood, St. James. She was born with sickle cell disease but had never seemed seriously affected by it. Then early in 2026, she became ill and passed away. Her funeral was held at a church in Glendavon. The sanctuary was upstairs, while the school classrooms, including her classroom, were downstairs. After the service, her small casket was carried down to the hearse, which was parked near the classroom entrance. But the rear door would not open. Several people tried. They pulled at it repeatedly and even used tools. Nothing worked. Another hearse was called because they could not leave the child's casket outside indefinitely. Then somebody said, I think she wants to go in her classroom. They carried her into the classroom and placed the little casket on a table. Her teachers gathered around and began speaking to her as though she were still alive, as though their student had returned to class one final time. Outside, mourners released balloons and butterflies, while the hearse played, Fly, 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 Butterfly. Terry wasn't told this story afterward. She was standing beside the hearse when it happened. She knew the driver personally because the woman lived in her neighborhood. Concerned about leaving the child outside for too long, the driver decided to try the rear door once more. She reached for it. One touch. The door flew open. Everyone stood there in disbelief. They immediately carried the casket from the classroom and placed it inside the same hearse. The replacement was cancelled, and there were no further problems. Everyone there became convinced that this little girl who loved school simply wanted to visit her classroom one last time.